Hi, I'm Lord Augustus, God of the real hoodoo. I'm a 61-year-old hoodoo man, and today I'm out getting ready to water my plants down here. As you can see, I got my air pump here, and what I'm doing right now is I'm priming my water pump so that I can get some water out this creek so I can water my plants. And this here is kind of like the typical day of a hoodoo man. What I show you right here, this is my water pump, one of the pipes going over to the creek where we get the water from. You can see there, nice sand all up and down the creek. You say, why is that important? Because that sand is to help purify that water. These plants love that type of water. So that's basically what we're doing here. I'm waiting for the pump to pull the water out and take a few minutes here. So once it gets going, we'll do its thing. You probably wonder, why you always, a hoodoo man always around plants? Because plants are about healing. Whether it's physical, mental, social, emotional, financial, and our spiritual. And I know that because I myself have not been to a doctor in over 40 years. And the only reason I've been to a doctor, that was because I was dealing with my teeth. I went to I guess whatever you call a doctor that works on people's teeth and so forth. But that's basically what I used it for, went for. So I can attest that these plants are healing. Basically just showing you the property back here. I need to clean some of it off to probably do other things. But that's the life of a hoodoo man. I'm waiting for this plant, this water to get ready. Yeah, starting again because I had to put the hose down in the water before I turned it on. But it seems like it's doing this thing. It'll be ready in a few minutes. But if you take care of the land will take care of you. This is about getting stuff for free. All these woods out there got stuff in it for free. Just because of a beauty. While I was waiting on that, I just walk around, show a few things. But yeah, I believe in these plants. But basically, I believe in God. And I believe He can use these plants to heal you. And I'm not someone that's just talking about something I heard. I'm talking about something that I know. Looking here at my southern crabapple tree. Looking at how got a few fruits on it and everything. As you can see right there, I'm airlaying it so I can always have an abundance of these here little fruits. I think I'm gonna restart this here water pump because I didn't have the other hose down the water when I first started everything. If you give me a moment here, hopefully everything will work out. Should have already taking a little longer than normal. I had to do some repairs on this thing and got it back to working. Seemed to be working okay, but it's just I didn't have the hose down in the creek when I first cranked it up. I thought it was there, but it wasn't, lying on the side. So it may have been trying to pull air initially before it started pulling the water. But we'll try to get it back on here. But this is what a Hoodoo Man does. There you come. See the water over here coming out. Yeah, this is how I water my plants, baby. You take care of these plants will take care of you. Right there, those are them. That's a small American pawpaw tree that I'm watering right there. This is another American pawpaw tree I had planted. Should have been a lot larger, but I normally cut my grass and stuff back here, and old weed eater whacked them down. But the American pawpaw is known for healing and cancer. This tree right here that I'm watering right here, this is one of my loquat trees I got. Thank God somebody blessed me one day. I was over at their place of business, and they decided they wanted to give me a loquat tree for free. This tree is also used in helping people to heal themselves of cancer and so forth. But I'm out here watering early in the morning. You say, well, why are you watering early in the morning? If you got plants or anything, you want to water your plants early in the morning or late in the evening so they can be able to succeed. And then right here, since I'm here, I'm looking here. That's that tree there is called your sweet gum tree. The sweet gum tree is basically what they use to if you ever heard of this drug called thermoflu, well, that's what they use the sweet gum tree for. They take and make Theraflu from the sweet gum tree, so it's basically good for colds and flu. If you ever want to use those trees, right here I'm watering one of my Japanese persimmon trees here. They come out and put this good creek water on, and these plants love this water out the creek. You either use rainwater or you use water from the creek. And then here one of my cherry trees I had got, but I'm gonna let it stay in the ground until I find out what it's gonna do. It did pretty good. Then right over here, this is an apple tree that I need to prune back in. And then right there on the ground, you see some stones here. Take these stones and make me a nice little oven out of it and a stove from it. Need to get a few more. And then right here, you're probably looking at these white bags and stuff I got on these plants. Basically all that is we have a lot of deer running through this area. And they'll come back here and just whack your plants down. This plant was much taller. It was actually taller than me when I bought it, but you can see how they just numbed it down. So I put these white bags on it, kind of spook them, so I don't have that problem too much. And then here, what you see me watering, this is your poke root plant. A lot of people in the South and stuff, they make poke salad from it. But it's a poisonous plant and you have to cook it several times before you actually get to use it. So give me a moment here, I need to do something. And this is one of my apple trees I'm watering. When I first got it, it had blooms on it, but I didn't fertilize it. Then I started back fertilize this year, so I saw the bloom come back on. So I guess in the next year or two, I should be getting me some apples off of it. And then over here, this is one of my cherry trees that I got growing. It's done pretty good, but I got to have those white bags on everything. And I used to cut the grass back here, but I stopped cutting it because I realized there are so many medicinal plants back here that I could use. Just like here, you got the ironweed. The ironweed is exactly what it said. If you have a deficiency in iron, then you go to this ironweed plant, and it's also good in helping to deal with cancer. So all these plants are just back here available to you. And one of these trees right here, get this hose right, water. That's the only thing bad about watering these plants. When you're moving the hose, you get tangled up, and then you don't get your water like you want it. Here, this is one of my peach trees I have on the property. Call this old tree Old Faithful here, because I get many peaches off of this here particular tree. Get my camera over here. Here's one of my peach trees here. I already got the peaches for the year, but it always kind of scared me because every year it seems like it want to do. Then this here plant right here, you can see that's what I call wild basil. Some people know it as scented leaf, but I call it wild basil. Just grow a bundle out here. And then here I got some tomato plants that I got growing. As you see, I got a few tomatoes coming in there. And the tomato plant is also used in your metaphysical work. You can also take the leaves off and use it like it's a nice seasoning to go on your food and so forth. But it's very, if you're trying to get bring some money out, some prosperity, you can use the tomato plant. And then there's go a banana plant over there. I need to put it in another area. I tried to get some of the succulents off it, but I didn't do too good because every year it just comes back, but I never get any bananas off it. So we'll get in a place where I can have me some bananas off of it. But it's a blessing just to live out in nature, because this is where you're going to get your healing from, people. We several places in the Bible where it tells you the leaves and the herbs are for the healing of the nation. There go another little small tomato. See, they're coming on in now. But you take care of these plants, they'll take care of you. Things you have to go to the store and buy, you don't have to buy them anymore because everything is there. All of your medicines is free. You're not subject to those payments and everything. Here's one of my plum trees here. The deers had kind of whacked off. You can see down there, they had died all the way back down to there, but I brought it back. And now I'm air layering it here so that I can always have me some plums. I'm gonna come back later on. I put water in here and kind of keep me some fertilizer in this here barrel here, but I had poured it out the other day because I wanted to start it over. So I'm gonna come back later on and put some water in there, but right now I'm doing something else. This is another peach tree we have on the property. Got the peaches off it this year already. And like I said, you want to water these plants early in the morning or late in the evening when it's right after the sun come up or when the sun get ready to go down. And that way these plants, you can see how healthy these plants are. Your plants will be nice and healthy. You don't have to really worry about them. And then put the right type of water on the plants. Because you don't want to just put any old water, because if you put that city water on these plants, you're going to find out real fast that your plants are going to probably be dying on you. But if you put this nice rainwater, water from the creek, or some water that you've already purified, you can't go wrong. And this is just another plum tree here that we're watering. And you can see the white bags I got on that. That kind of helps spook the deers off. Ever since I started putting these white bags on these plants, I haven't had any problem with these deers. And then if you got a squirrel problem, if your trees are not too close